Welcome to the Hypocrite style, JBP breakdown. Welcome to the Hypocrite style, JBP breakdown. Hey, what's up, motherfuckers? It's Big Pump Killa. Welcome to the first ever episode of Hypocrite Style, a Joe Budden podcast breakdown where a couple times a month I'm gonna come on here. I'm just gonna show a couple clips of the guys either being hypocrites, being industry, or just being flat out liars. I do this for the fans. I hope you enjoy it. Fuck the haters on the Reddit who constantly want to tear me down. I obviously am a fan of the podcast. I mean, fuck them regardless. They still got to step it up, but let me get that out of the way. But with that being said, let's get to the first clip. It's from last week's pod, episode 403, where Joe and Maul are talking about Young Thug and his comments about how he has more songs that he could play in an arena or some shit than some artist that he refuses to name. Let's get into it.
Let's keep it in context.
Okay, so in context, of course he was just using Jay-Z as an example
Right.
of a bigger act who you would assume would have those records that he's up there with them.
I know who he was talking about. I won't say it, but I know exactly who Thug was talking about.
Oh, come on.
I know who he was talking about, but I'm not. I wouldn't say it because I'm not that type of guy.
I never tried to know who he was talking about until you just said that, and now I may have a name in mind.
Yeah, I think I know.
So here we go. You're not that type of guy. You're just the fucking type of guy who paints his nails. You're 39, never had a girlfriend. Yeah, that's fucking normal. So you mean to tell me that you're so fucking industry you gotta protect your relationship with Young fucking Thug? Who the fuck was he talking about? And honestly, who gives a fuck? This motherfucker was running around with a dress on. Joe wouldn't have stood for this shit 5 years ago. Jesus fucking Christ. This is the shit that the fans are talking about. I'm not that kind of guy. I wouldn't do that. Shut the fuck up, Maul. Shut up. With your red and black lumberjack. We all know that you had that outfit sprawled out on your fucking bed the night before. You probably slept next to it. Jesus Christ. What the fuck do you contribute? Honestly. Why couldn't I fucking be in the Lucky Sperm Club? But I guess I get it. I mean, you paint your nails. He wears a dress. He probably paints his nails too. And he was probably talking about Kendrick, who you said this about on Twitter. I didn't dig for it. It was just posted on the Reddit. So let me get this right. You say Kendrick's a faggot because he admitted to being jealous of someone, but you're just completely cool with your nails painted. All right, I got you. Anyway, let's get to the next clip. This one's from episode 391 where Joe and the gang are talking about Taylor Swift getting fucked out of her masters. Let's hear it.
So I would have to sign a document that would silence me forever before I could. Taylor does a really good job of making very normal business practices sound like the most dramatic shit in the world.
She's good
Taylor
at playing the victim.
Yes,
for sure.
yes. Scooter wants an NDA from you, so you never speak about how he fucked
You've
you.
only been shitting on him for
What are you
years.
saying? I learned that under their terms, Scooter Braun will continue to profit off. Hey, fam, all right, I'm done with Taylor Swift. Scooter Braun did good business with his bad business that you did.
Yeah. And it's regular business.
Hold up. Stop the presses. This might be the biggest Joe Budden hypocrite style ever. So it's only fitting it's on the first ever episode. Now, for 15 years, we've heard this motherfucker go on and on about the labels, about how these young artists sign deals when they're super young and get taken advantage of. Well, guess what? I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift was like 15 or 16 when she signed her deal, so why don't you keep that same energy for this? Oh, I think I know why. People might not like this, but I do know why. It's because Taylor's white. Let's keep it a buck. If this was happening to Summer Walker or her, you know Joe would have a completely different stance on this shit. But since it's a white artist, the artist did bad business and doesn't understand simple business practices. Listen, Joe, you're not the arbiter of good business practices. You're the guy who self-admittedly has been signing bad deals way into his late 30s. You're a hypocrite, Joe. And honestly, low-key, you're kind of racist. That's why anytime Rory's bodying you in an argument, you gotta revert back and tell him he's white. Shut the fuck up. The same way you couldn't give Ariana Grande her props for being an amazing singer. And I'm not even a fan of Ariana or Taylor Swift like that, but you gotta give it up for Ariana's vocal chops, dog. And you know what's hilarious? During that Ariana Grande segment, you got the nerve to call Stacey Barth for her opinion. Stacey fucking Barth. I've heard Stacey Barth sing, and she's not even in the same league as Ariana. She couldn't wash Ariana's G-string. So someone tell her to sit her unsuccessful ass down. If this shit isn't Hypocrite style, I don't know what the fuck is. But anyway, let's get to the last clip. This one's from episode 385. The guys just are hearing one of King Von's new songs and glorifying the streets. Let's hear it.
All of this is Annie Up 2020.
Yeah. That nigga said, I can't wait till we find the block. Like, he is excited to find your address and kill you.
You find your location.
Allegedly.
Just art. It's just art.
But the simplicity is really the art of it. I got it on me. He's getting shot.
It's just art.
No, that's real shit.
So?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Maul, which project was that? So I know not to go.
Find me a sleeper.
Near there.
In Chicago?
All right. First and foremost, rest in peace to King Von. Secondly, this conversation spanned around 10 minutes, and the entire time these bozos are just glorifying the same shit that resulted in King Von's untimely demise. You know, and I wouldn't even have a problem with it, except, you know, then they come on here after what happened, and they're like, oh, we gotta do better. We gotta do better out here. Yeah, well, maybe if idiots like you weren't glorifying this shit all the time, shit like this wouldn't get attention, and it wouldn't fucking happen. It's the same shit how you have Westside Gun up there, and you guys are bragging about how he moves around with all these guns and shit, and then fucking Benny gets shot. You guys are promoting a lifestyle that just ends in violence. And I know that's hip-hop, but we're in a different day and age now. Like, you guys gotta stop giving that type of shit light, for real. Joking around about it, and then you wanna come in all fucking hurt and shit. Which I ain't denying that you are, but like, you the ones who have to do better. You the ones. But anyway, that was the first episode of Hypocrite Style, a Joe Budden podcast breakdown. This is really just a test run. I don't know if you motherfuckers are gonna like this shit or not. So let me know in the comments section if I should keep doing it, if I should just stick to the raps. You know I got another diss track coming. I don't know when I should drop it. I feel like I kind of been ODing, so I want to let it breathe a little bit, but it's basically in the can. It's like 80% done. I stopped. I got like maybe 12 bars left, but I figured I'd let this week's pods drop. See if they give me any more ammunition. And if you like the content, I don't know, hit the Cash App. They tell me I'm a bum for shouting it out, but fuck it. You know, these dudes hit me up. Shout to them. And I'll see you next time if there is a next time.